Dragons are unique. The dragon's paths are unique. You cannot copy them. There is no second one of them. Your dragon, your path, there is only one of that. So you cannot actually expect for someone to give you the answers what you are searching for, because the dragon's path in itself is actually a very solitary path. You cannot say to others for what they need to do. Dragons are unique, and they also want unique things for you. The reason for this is because you live in a trinity: the dragon guardian, the dragon god, and the dragon spirit. And the dragon spirit is what you are. You are the dragon spirit. The dragon spirit where you were born with. The dragon spirit that you discovered because of the dragon by your side. Excuse me. And because of this, you will have a very unique path. Unique mind, unique energy, unique everything. And also by the dragons by your side as well. Yesterday, I had also a very unique ritual that I did with, and that is for the very first time that I did this with other people on the dragon's path. And I didn't actually know what to expect from this, because no one is leading it, no one is saying what we need to do or something like this. There was no priest telling us what we need to do. But what the more that it continued, this path, I felt the dragon spirit before, but now it felt more like sadness, because I could see them how they truly are, and I could see myself how I truly am, and that was actually not pleasant, because I only said to myself, I am not where I supposed to be. I'm not where I belong. And that is what I felt before as well, but now I had this confirmation that I do not am where I supposed to be, that you are not as well where you're supposed to be, that my brothers were that were beside me, that they also don't belong in this world. They don't belong here. It's actually, the true dragon's path is a sad tale of that is also what I said to the dragon before. Do I really need to die before I can touch you in a real way? Do I really have to get rid of this human flesh before I can touch you? And I had last night I had this conversation. I had this moment that I had this confirmation that this was actually the fact. The dragon's path is indeed, but you're never alone on this path. Never ever. Once you were born with the dragon. And the moment that the dragon revealed himself for me, in my case, I pushed the dragon away because I felt unworthy. But in fact, what your spirit is actually doing is bowing down before them, because you love them so much, you recognize them, you feel safe with them, you feel good with them, you even would give your life for them. That is actually how it should be. And yesterday I had this confirmation again that the dragons themselves, they love us so much. The love is amazing. You cannot even describe the love, but of course it's draconic. It's nothing human. I mean, the amount of love that they show is very much on a different level, on a different scale, you can say. I could even feel and sense the scales of my brothers even. And what I actually didn't really want to say at that moment is that I felt bad for them. Bad because they are actually in the shadow of the dragon, and they cannot physically be with them. You cannot do this. But what you can do, my brothers and sisters, is to and that is also what a bit happened yesterday. It happened before, but yesterday it was much more intense, you can say, and I was in a way changing to a dragon. And after I didn't even see through my eyes. I couldn't even see what was happening. I saw the dragons, I saw my brothers, I saw the energy, but I couldn't even see what was going on physically. So the only thing that I was doing was actually screaming. I don't even know if they heard it, but I was screaming in this ritual. Screaming like a dragon would do. Screaming not because they want to chase away someone, but because I was sad for myself, I was sad for them. And I was asking all the time, like, why is this coming to us? Because once you begin your dragon's path, you ain't going to be told that you have to do this. It's going to happen naturally. Whenever you connect with the dragon, it's not because you are forced to do it, but because your energy is actually guided to love the dragon. It's guided. It's your spirit that is constantly shouting out for the dragon. And there was so much going on, in this ritual, and I don't even know if my brothers know that. But there was so much going on that I was shaking all the time. Shaking, that is something that I could feel. Shaking, but I sometimes even couldn't even breathe. Actually, it was more like, if I can do it right, it's more like, it's like this, very heavily breathing, because I felt like I couldn't breathe anymore. This was actually something that I didn't want. I didn't want this feeling. I didn't say this to my brothers, but I didn't desire this. And that is why there is also another confirmation that I prefer to do ritual zone. If I feel other dragon energies, it seems that it's going to be chaotic. And I was completely in chaos. I didn't even know what was going on. I only said that I felt bad for them, for the dragons by their side, bad for actually all of us, for what is going on, for what in this life is going on. The dragon's path is, I go to the forest here. I live practically in the forest now, because I need to be alone. I need to be by myself. And that is typically something of the forest dragon or the earth dragon. The earth dragon prefers to be left alone, because the mother of all earth dragons, you can say, is Tiamat, and Tiamat is the earth goddess. Also water, but also the rivers and life in itself, you can say. And I always felt Tiamat very close to me. And Tiamat, most of her children just prefer to do things alone. You cannot, for example, create a coven with dragon witches. You cannot do this. There is one guy that is constantly bothering me by saying that he's a dragon priest, and that everything that I say is wrong, and that you should say to people how rituals work. Well, my brothers and sisters, the ritual, for example, that I did yesterday, I had no clue what was going on, what will going happen. I mean, I was not led, no one was led, it was just coming together and lose ourselves. And what we actually did, and especially what I felt, I changed into a dragon. I changed into the dragon even though I didn't even feel myself physically anymore. It took a while, Normally, I do this here in the forest where no one is seeing me, and no one actually does anything. But I was a little bit confused, and a little when I was in the beginning of this ritual, I was a little bit embarrassed, because now others are witnessing me, but they are also on the dragon's path, so I shouldn't actually do this. So I let myself go, and everything that happened later on was something new for me, complete chaos. And I actually am not sure if I'm willing to do another ritual with other people on the dragon's path, because it feels empty, it feels sorrow, it feels sadness for all of us. And what I also saw yesterday is you are a dragon spirit. You are also born like this. You are born with a dragon soul, a dragon energy, an energy that was asleep and now is being awakened. And this energy is constantly listening and talking to the dragon by your sides. And that is the reason why you understand so many things of what they are going to say. So what I recommend to you, my brothers and sisters, is just sit down or lay down and then start a conversation with the dragon. And in some cases, you can even change yourself into a dragon. Change completely. Of course, this energy is going to be, in my case, it was very strong. And I couldn't even control my own human body, you can say. Whenever the dragon comes out, sometimes it can have reactions for your body. and my body actually could not handle this very well, and especially all of the sorrow and the sadness, and it didn't feel good, and that is why I say the dragon's path is a very solitary path. But of course, every path is different, every dragon is different, so it can be that the outcome for you can be different.